So for the ingredients, estimate coordinator Henner Suarez. My name is Diego Torres Cordero, and today I'm going to report the entire process of the research in Sexbury Forest. The first thing that I'm gonna do here is the introduction about the project. The project is based on the learning is a virtual way for children in Kairos, that is a hotbed in the UNAT University. UNAT is an entity or a virtual entity in all the process of all the process that you keep in UNAT is by a platform. However, there are some mistakes or some difficult things that you are gonna affect or stereotype that affect the education in virtual space. It's that the society think that virtual spaces are not really good getting competencies. And sometimes this affects children in Kairos hotbeds because they think that they are not going to learn English using the virtual education. So the project is based to increase the motivation and passion for learning the English using a methodology that has to be with technology, a combination with technology and autonomy. In this research, also as your reader, you're gonna know how tools combined with a good methodology and autonomy can impact positively in the learning process of a student, and how we are going to implement uh, tools, virtual activities, online activities, application in the process of learning English in children, where they can be more proficient at the English language process. General objective. The general objective is analyzing parts of the learning process of children at United Kairos using technology and autonomy as a method of teaching. In this space, we are going to analyze as a result of all the process of all the other researchers around the world that have the same methodology than here, that how impacts positively in the learning process. So with this, we have a three specific objectives here, that is integrate technology in the learning teaching children environments. The second one is foment the autonomy in children of United Kairos. And the third is describe the relationship between technology and autonomy in learning teaching process. So with this, we are going to know how technology is a good tool or an impulse for the learning process, and how we can describe or make an observation of how autonomy with technology can combine via a good match. Okay, here we have the significance of the story. That is that we are going to identify some benefits that have the virtual education here. Okay, I think the virtual education is a pretty good methodology for learning. In here we are going to count five benefits that we are going to use, or I use it in the student, that is that we break monotony, because virtual education all the time is changing, and also exercises are very very didactic. So interactivity. As you know, virtual education comes like synchronic attention or synchronic spaces where you can share experiences with your teacher and with other people, that can improve your, in this case, your English process. Acquisition of vocabulary, yes, of course, because in this research we are going to use applications like Bingo, etc., that are really important, essential application for getting new vocabulary in English. Stimulation of an English as a language is the fourth benefit. In this case, it's because we are going to use all the time English in virtual education. That is that the children in this case are are exposed to the content of English. In in this way, the 5 point is variety of material uh, that is, you know, that virtual education all the time changes the method, the dynamics, the didactic way of teaching. That's why it's very important for that. And the sixth is connection with the real English because in virtual education we can share with people from other part of the world and they can connect with the real English, how people speak. Like we are accustomed like robots, but sometimes we speak uh, letter by letter, word by word, and translation in Spanish in our brains. Not that's not English. That's like robot English. In this case, real English is that you can able to speak or to listen a good conversation and try to identify and speak by the context. Okay, statement of the problem. In here, we see that the platform in the unit is a very good platform, but sometimes we have only to do jobs or homework, as you say, homeworks, homeworks, and homeworks. And also, we have with conference and learning and multiple tools. But I think it's very monotony because they are children and they get bored easily. So I think that we have to use another methodology in virtual education that's realized or that we realize that students are not enjoying the process of learning a new language with this methodology. So we have to apply a model where students recover or get motivation application for English language and they can enjoy the process with a didactic and interactive uh, platform or methodology using uh, technology, as we said before, and autonomy, sorry. Yes. So the question of the problem, as I said it before, is can Google Meet and technology interactive platform combined by autonomy impact positively in the process of learning English to children at Kairosuna? Do you think that? So, why I say Google Meet and I don't mention before Google Meet. So, we are going to know later. Theoretical framework. There are three theoretical texts or theoretical articles that I use for that. That is Reflections, Reflexiones Educativas sobre las Tecnologías by Cabero. We have a classroom in Google Meet as a tool for steering the process of teaching um, and learning. And approaches methods in language teaching Cambridge by Cambridge University. These three theoretical variables help me to apply a good methodology and use the right communication and information for giving a class, for teaching in a good way for children, because sometimes we think that children get information easily, but we have to find the method and the way of teaching in a really proper way. Then we move off with with a literal review. In this case, we have or we read, or in this case, I read three articles starting from around the world. The first was in Hong Kong by Christoph A. Jeffrey and Lindsay Miller that is fostering learning autonomy in English for science, a collaborative video project and a technological learning environment. So in this case, um, this article this article says that technology works in a very good way. And also, they create like a digital video project where student can get or do that kind of activities outside the classroom in the classroom. That is that we want to implement in this project because autonomy is the way that the student outside the classroom, outside the process can teach, sorry, can learn and can get information. meanwhile we're not connected with us. So that's the real uh, great thing that we want. So uh, the phrase or the paragraph that I like the most here in this article was digital video projects and activities of motivational for students. Their comments show that they found the project to be novel, fun, and challenging. Many of the students comment that the process of making a video was a new event, and some also observed that it was different to the kind of traditional academic plan that they used to. So, in this way, I have to recognize that the teachers sometimes we apply the same methodology, but students feel so bored with that. Students feel so I don't know how to say it, motivated. It means that they do the same thing all the time. As teacher, we have to change that conversation into apply different methodology or different projects that students feel motivated and feel surprised in a good way for watching or for seeing the class because you are bringing new things to this, you know, and that's a really good paragraph or about this article. We have the other article that I read was from Arabia Saudita in the university. And here, in this article, this student like Brian Muhammad, Araf Ali, Abdullah Al-Munari, that is investigating learning experiences of autonomous learning in e-learning. We have to identify e-learning that is virtual education, and they incorporate information and communication technology as a transport and strength strategy in the pandemic time. You remember the pandemic was a time where everything was closed, and even in education entities and institutions have to transcend to another education that is virtual. In sometimes, in some cases, multiple entities are not prepared. But with this article, if you read this article, you find the way of how this university brings technology in education and how they implement now that we are not in pandemic this strategy for increase the competences and abilities in student of the English process. So this is a very good way. And even say the most student gets or continue to be involved in the classes because they can get that education or technology was impulse for the learning process and they can give or take advantage of that tools. Then we move to the third literature review that was improvement of student autonomous learning behavior by optimizing foreign language blended learning mode. So here, I have to, or the article wants to emphasize the individuality of foreign language teaching and how autonomous learning behavior may dominate the learning mix. This article was really important for me because autonomy is a really good skill that we can get, but we have to know the behavior or the rules that we have to tie, like veracity, find good ways of being autonomous and that. So also learning the learning person, we have different interests, and with autonomy, we can relate that interest with the learning process. That is really okay. So that was a really good process, and also was from China. That the writer of this article was Xuan and Wei Shen. That was uh, students from a university of China, where they think that the behavior in the economy is really important for if we want to get language. Then we move to methodology this project. So as we say, the project was or the finality to identify the impact that technology and autonomy have in the learning process, in the virtual learning process. So after we that, we have to identify or analyze some uh, characteristic, attitudes, and opinion of the people have, the people that are in the learning process have. So it, or I do poll or we say a survey with 12 questions where we have to identify some characteristic of the virtual education in English, how if the people think that virtual education work effectively, the people think that how apps for education they use for learning English, if they think their English was a really simple language. Yeah, it was that I used a quantitative technique and a survey questionnaire. Quite quantitative because we send to multiple people that are learning by groups that I have on my WhatsApp that are learning English that how they think that they can get or what for them was the best methodology for learning. This as an impulse or as a observation of the project for putting into practice. Okay, in this methodology also we have some results that was the 100% of the learning state the virtual education work effectively in the learning process. Do the people have priority and routines? Some cases and don't have time to get to an establishment or get to institution or infrastructure for giving class, but I think that they can get a very uh, information in this methodology because it's more interactive. So this was a really good thing for Unit Kairos that as a hotbed because we think that we have in the right way because virtual education work. Others say that autonomy is really important. Also, the 32% say that 5% or 5 out of 5 was important, the autonomy, and also the 41 point said 7% say that 4 out of 5 was important, the autonomy. So that give me a really big point of view because we think that we have in the right way because uh, autonomy can get or can increase the level of the language in a student. In this case, in children, that you know that children get information easily than we as adults. Yes, results. Okay, we did the first class and we think that it was really different to the platform that I've been at and the student gets another thing that was the punctuality and the responsibility because they get to Google Meet easily because first Google Meet it's a really uh, tools it's very easy to use. You can find share a screenshot, microphone, uh, camera, chat. Every tool that are inside Google Meet was really easy to identify. That's why we choose Google Meet because Teams another like Zoom was really hard. You need to get or introduce your address and multiple things. And Google Meet, go you give you go click or you give click to the link and you access in a fast way. Okay, we have the result that the another thing that we want to say that what application we are going to use for this project. So multiple people say that Duolingo was a really important application for that. And this is for autonomy methodology that we want to apply. Yeah. Another ads that the people say was Elsa Speak that was really useful. Hello Talk, Educa Play, and another apps application. And we see here how the people or the 18 uh, as where we have almost the 60 or more than 60% of people choose Google Meet as as a as application that we want to enter. We have to connect synchronously with people. Conclusion of the period. In my presentation, I think that Google Meet technology and combined with autonomy help or work effectively if we count with the necessary tool and methodologies, and students get the same or more competence in this method of the story than traditional. So I said here uh, in the process of the project that students sometimes feel more motivated with this project because we are constantly we with them. They think that we have a company or they have a company with us, and also it's very important. So I think that multiple entities can offer this because this is really a simple way or simple methodology to use. Just you have to, or we have as teacher to identify or analyze some application or methodology the student can get more or can be more attentive. So I think that's the conclusion that it's really necessary. And even in this case, we notice at the first week of the period that the student get more motivated, get more punctuality, uh, was really or notice or we notice a really important autonomy for them in applications that are interactive and dynamic for children. So I think that is the conclusion for that. So teacher, thank you for the time. So I really apologize for the lateness. If you have any question or recommendation to use, please let me know. So thank you.